So, got a little bendy intake. Saved a lot of problems trying to just build one. And then pretty much got all the radiator hoses attached and routed. Used a metal pipe. That way if the belt broke or whatever, stuff wouldn't get nicked. Got the dipstick on, the throttle body on, throttle cable on. Geez, close. Real close. Right here. That just go underneath.
Really, all I'm doing right now is just shortening all the wires. I don't even really know necessarily what each one of these go to, but they all got to be shortened to about the same. So I'm just shortening them, and then when I'm done, I've got to take the multimeter and figure out exactly what they go to, because there's a lot of duplicated colors, so you can't just go by color.
Mm-hmm.
But the annoying part's going to be when we have to figure out which ones go to the transmission, because we're going to have like somebody underneath there
saying what color it is.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
But what I want to do tonight was get all these shortened, get all those shortened, and ready to be plugged in. And then probably tomorrow we can get them all, figure out where they go, and plug them all in.
Mm-hmm.
And then the only other thing after that is doing the big wires that go to the
power starter, alternator,
grounds, and all that.
Yep.
And then it should be ready to start after that.
Which one genius Drew thing is, all these grounds we're just gonna attach to one giant wire and put it on the head or the frame somewhere where we know it's grounded, and then when we have a ground issue, guess what? We'll know where it is. So
yeah, I'm not really sure why they put so many up from the fact. I can't, like, I get that if one goes bad, then the whole engine doesn't run, but then you just know it's that one. Like,
yeah, then you just know, hey, you need to fix the ground. Like,
I don't know why they have to make 4,000 of them.
Even on the blue truck, we had ground issues because there were a bunch of random grounds that we didn't even know existed, and we found later.
Exactly. It's like, I don't know. It's never just like, anytime you have a ground, like a battery terminal issue, it takes like 5 seconds to figure out. And I was like, why don't you just basically make it that way? It was just one big ass wire against everything.
Yeah.
Well, I find out why it's a horrible idea, and I'm not thinking about something, right? But...
I mean, in my brain, if that spot, for some reason, like, stopped grounding, you could move it. Like, worst case scenario, if that even doesn't...
I would be surprised. The only way you would ever get a grounding issue with that is if one of the, like, wires that was soldered into the big connector, like, individually wiggled its way out. But then, same problem, you just see that happened and fix it. Like, I just don't see how that could cause a problem. I feel like that's just something they just made more complicated than it had to be.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, I mean, that happens a lot. That's super
I like
common.
this technique here.
Yeah, this is partially... I normally wouldn't solder this way. I wouldn't say this is a bad way to do it, but it's just pokes your fingers and shit. I normally just put them together. But the reason I'm doing it this way is because this solder is really, really hard to use because it's rosin core, and that's all that I can get my hands on right now.
Mm.
Partially because anybody you talk to that doesn't even know what the difference is. Like, you ask me, where's the solder that doesn't have rosin in it? They're like, what's it?
Yeah.
But then you can just do it this way. So it's a little easier when you're using this dumb solder to wrap them together like that. And another question people are going to ask is, yes, we could get new ends like this and crimp them on, and that would be a little bit more right way to do it. We don't want to wait that long.
Yep, that's true.
And also, the crimpers that we have aren't super good ones. Like, the crimpers we have for that kind of stuff, I don't know if they would work. I might have to buy new ones, and then this works too.
Yep. Same. Alright, so got this little needly thing in the probe with the multimeter so we can track down which wires are the power wires for the injectors. So we have to go through each one.
You have to go through each one about 4 times before it decides it's gonna tell you that it's the right one. It's the untold curse. Nope. Nope.
Just getting everything labeled to plug it in, and then after that, got to fill her with fluids, and there's probably a couple little things that we still need to do. Tighten the engine mounts, move that plug on the head, but all that won't take that long.
Boom.
2 down. So just did the biggest upgrade yet to this 4-cylinder swapped LS S10. Got the battery tray in.
Now to run.
Yep.
So gotta put this RTV on.
Alright, we'll just take the cap off.
First. Well. Huh. That's not what that's supposed to do. Hold on, try and just squeeze it a little bit.
Can you rip it off? Oh. Oh yeah, oil time. Blub, 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 blub.
Okay, let's.
So there's power.
That part's working at least. That's a good size.
It's dinging.
That's the fuel pump. That's the windshield wipers.
Oh.
Are they on? What is that? What are you doing?
Come here.
Wait, what are you
Are you ready?
What? I think it's because it's so dead that that's like I don't think it can. I don't think that it. Like I don't think it has the guts to. It feels so dead. When you first do it, let's see if we hear the fuel pump priming.
Okay.
Thank you. Can't tell. There's so many noises.
There's a lot of noises.
HDLP is what that noise is.
That's what's yelling.
Yeah, what is that? It's a relay. Look up what HDLP. Oh my god!
The windshield wipers work.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave that relay out for now so you can part of this.
Alright, should we try to start it?
Let me, hey, before we do that, let me see if we have fuel pressure. 'Cause I don't know if I heard it or not. I couldn't really tell.
True.
You have the ignition.
Up, up, up. Okay, it should be off now.
You have the ignition on, right?
Yeah.
Where is the... Nope, no fuel pressure. Okay, so now take the turn it on and off. I want to see if I feel this click. Not getting any power. The fuel pump really is not clicking. So let's see if what the different pins are getting for power or not getting.
What's the diagnosis, Doc?
Kind of suspected this would happen, actually, believe it or not. Okay, that's got 12 volts. That's got nothing. That's got nothing. That's got nothing. So two of them should have had 12 volts, and
Yeah, because the ignition's on. Mm-hmm.
So this is probably the 12 volt constant.
You want me to turn off the ignition and see if it still has 12 volts?
Well, I'm not getting. Basically, what it is I'm not getting the ignition. Yeah, you can try that. Let me plug it in. Try it. Yeah, that's the battery constant for the fuel pump.
It's like a jet. It's primed.
Well, no, I let go of it. I don't know. Is it like letting fuel into the rail, or is it letting fuel into the engine? It doesn't have the fuel pressure. I don't know. I'm not sure. Let me make sure it didn't leak anywhere. Well, actually, I guess I could push the thing and see if it's holding pressure.
Yeah.
Seems like it was.
It should hold pressure, right?
Yeah.
And it
like
shouldn't be pressurized now because you turned it off, obviously.
Yeah, but there should be fuel just sitting in there.
Yeah.
All right, try starting it. Try to turn it over with the key. You should. It might pop off. But might not do anything.
All right, ready? Nothing.
Not that it would.
I mean, it's in park.
Yeah.
You can double check.
No, that works. That works.
Okay.
I'm gonna use this one. I wish I would have made that longer. It's a little sketchy there. Okay.
That's a good sign.
Is the ignition on?
Nope.
Why are the lights inside on? Is it that timer they're on?
Yeah.
Turn the ignition on. Let's just see if it'll fire or anything from fuel just sitting in there. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nothing there.
Jump the...
Fuel pump. This one do next.
Yeah.
I thought there might be some residual fuel in there.
Yeah, that would help it.
Okay, you ready? Got the ignition on?
Yep.
Runs!
Woo! Yeah!
What's the oil pressure? Is it showing on the gauge?
Nope. Not showing anything.
Not entirely surprising. It sounds good though.
Yeah, it does.
I'm gonna shut the ignition off and see if it dies. Okay. So really all we got to figure out to make it run is why the starter isn't working and why the fuel pump isn't working, which is two problems I expected to have.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't wired quite like I thought it would be.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I think that the starter issue is from that, and maybe the fuel pump issue too is from those two plugs not being plugged in.
And that doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the neutral safety switch, correct? I mean,
yes,
at this second right now, we still don't know if it'll work, right?
Correct. Yeah, because that. So the neutral safety switch gets its. It could also be the reason that the key isn't starting. It is the neutral safety switch as well. It could be either that or the neutral safety switch or both.
Okay.
Because what it is when I was doing this, normally there's what they call like a starter signal, which is the signal to tell the relay to send signal to the relay that's on the starter to start it.
Yeah.
And I didn't see that wire anywhere in there, but what I thought might be the case is that like instead of it being encompassed in the center plug, the starter signal wire was in the other plug. Because sometimes relays can overlap, like the 2 pins from this relay could be in this plug and 2 from the other. But that must not be the case. Or it might be the case and it just could be that the starter, the neutral safety switch is fucked up. Which I just need to swap the plugs from this harness to that harness so that it actually plugs in.
Yeah. All right. Heck yeah. We'll
Fucking runs though. That's
go to step 2.